a lot of this well-meaning bad marriage advice that is given in the temple, I find a lot, is at one time, it was good marriage advice, right? Like, and it's very intentioned, but it's been handed down through the years and through the generations. And the reality is that so much has changed. We don't live in the same world that we lived in decades ago. And so what once maybe was good advice is no longer good marriage advice. And so I think that's really important to remember. You know, some of these things, I just recently was talking about this story of it's the woman who cooks the roast, and every time she cooks the roast, she cuts both ends off, right? And her husband is like, drives him crazy. He's like, why do you waste all of that meat? And she's like, well, I don't know. And so she's like, it's how my mom always did it. And so she asks her mom, and her mom's like, I don't know. It's how your grandma did it. And so they go back, and what they figure out is that originally the great grandma didn't have a pan large enough to fit the roast. And so she would cut the ends off. And now through the generations, every generation of this, of women in this family now cuts the roast off, but it's not necessary anymore. And so it's important to reevaluate these things that get handed down, these little trite pieces of, you know, don't sweat the small stuff, happy wife, happy life, you know, you know, don't go to bed angry is such a big one,
we'll
right?
get to that. I'm excited to tackle that.
But, you know, it's important to like think about what's the origin of this. Maybe this was good advice at some point, but it's no longer serving.